Please remain standing and remove your caps for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Sydney Castle and Sophie Pollack, Secretary and Treasurer of the Class of 2019.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the Star Spangled Banner, performed by Hannah August, Rachel Latender, Lauren Olin, and Bailey Wilkinson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good morning and welcome to the 2019 graduation exercise. Welcome members of the Westport Select Board, School Committee Chair, Mr. Viveris, Westport Community School members, Dr. Reese, Mr. Elwell, faculty and staff of the Westport Community Schools, family and friends of our honored guest, the class of 2019. Welcome to this day of celebration and commencement for this class of 2019. To the class of 2019, look to your left, look to your right, and say to the person next to you, you made it. And thank you for sharing. And thank you for sharing this journey with me. And thank you for sharing this journey with me. Congratulations, class of 2019. As I began, I'd like to thank several important people without whom my first year would have been the most difficult. Thank you, Miss Carol, Miss Betnars, and Mrs. Corey for keeping me on task and with a radio in hand. Thank you, Miss Ruel, Miss Follows, Mrs. Michaels, Mrs. Medeiros, Mrs. Borelli, for guiding me to the right path. Miss Archambault, Mr. Oliveira, and Mr. Berchico for seeing the vision and staying on the path. To Dr. Reese, thank you for this great opportunity. And finally, and certainly not least, thank you to the senior class officers, Sydney Pacheco, Sydney Castle, and Sophie Pollack, for helping me see your vision for your senior year and the path that I should walk. The class of 2019, your journey began some 4 years ago for most of you, and others some 5 years ago. It was at that point we knew that you were a special class. Some of you were the original Cobras, and you are ready to take on the challenges of high school and now beyond. My journey began with you on August 13th. You taught me the traditions and the meanings of Westport Wildcat, Wildcat pride, and the Westport way. You guided me through the haunted halls, the homecoming dance, tournament games, Legally Blonde, the musical, Mr. Westport, the prom, the best prom ever, boat building launch, athletic awards, and academic awards night. What a tremendous year you had, and you made it one of the best years ever. Yesterday, you traveled to your roots, back to the West and to the MAC, walking the halls, seeing a new group of Wildcat kittens. They stared at you with wide eyes and wonder. Finally, taking your senior walk through the hallowed hallways of Westport Junior Senior High School and this auditorium for the last time as students. We saw you with tears of sadness and joy. I encourage you next year when you return to Westport for the first time, and you will, listen carefully, and you'll hear the sounds of former students whispering, and I paraphrase Robert Frost, "I was here at Westport, and I took the road less taken, and that has made all the difference." Welcome to the 2019 graduation exercises, and congratulations to the class of 2019. It is now my privilege to introduce Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Gary Reese, for his remarks.
Thank you. Good morning, graduates, parents, family, friends, and staff. It's my pleasure to be here today to congratulate you on this amazing accomplishment and to thank you for your commitment to your education and to the many ways you have bettered the community of Westport. While this is only my first year in Westport, as with Mr. Aho, I've appreciated the opportunity to get to know some of you and to observe you in the hallways and classrooms of the junior senior high school. Mark Twain once said, "Of all God's creatures, there is only one that cannot be made slave of the lash. That is the cat. If man could be crossed with the cat, it would improve the man, but it would deteriorate the cat." Students, you are Westport Wildcats. As we know, with technology, you can look up anything on the internet. So I recently looked up the character traits of a Wildcat. I wanted to share a few with you that I think capture the essence of this graduating class. Wildcats are creative and curious. You are not content with the status quo. You challenge yourselves to explore the world in a different way and to set your own path for the role you will play in society. Wildcats guard their independence. This graduating class has consistently demonstrated a desire for independence and for being the architect of your learning experiences. Loyal and committed, Wildcats respect others and are committed, both in terms of the relationships they have and setting their mind to completing a task. And finally, Wildcats are untamable. We certainly value and treasure the ways in which this class did not let themselves get boxed into a situation or prevented from completing a task. You set goals for yourself, and you did not let anyone get in the way of achieving those goals. So to this graduating class of Westport Wildcats, go out into the world and never let anyone get in the way of reaching your dreams. Congratulations and good luck. And now I would like to introduce the chairperson of the school committee, Mr. Antonio Viveris.
Well, good morning. Good morning, all of you, and great crowd, and don't these guys look awesome? I try not to get too emotional, but I'm always blown away by the kids. Hey, good morning, all. My name is Tony Viveris. I'm the chair of the school committee. I'd like to thank Dr. Reese, Mr. Aho, our high school principal, Sidney Pacheco. Where's Sidney? Sidney Pacheco for inviting me and giving me the honor, the ability to talk to you guys today. I'd also like to acknowledge the members of the school committee, some of the members that are here today, Nancy Viveris, Michelle Orlando, and Melissa Pacheco. Nancy Stanton couldn't be here today. She's traveling. I want to recognize Melena and Cabot for putting up with me at school committee meetings. We'll certainly miss both of you. Give me a hand. Melena is off to BU and Cabot to WPI. Their hard work and dedication have paid off, and we wish them all the best. Usually at a graduation, I'd be wishing everyone all the luck in the world and offer some advice, and I tell you all to chase your dreams and never give up. Well, I do all that and wish you all the best. But today, I want to change it up a little bit. I want to talk about everyone that's here because of you. Your parents, your friends, your teachers, and others. It's the people in this room that love you and support you. They have helped to shape and mold you into who you are today. They are very proud of you and want you to be the best you can be. Whether you're off to school, off to work, or off to serve your community or your country. I want you to always remember where you come from. Look around you. These are the friends that you'll have for the rest of your lives. It's your friends here today that 20, 30 years from now, you'll be thinking about. Maybe wondering where everyone is or what everyone's up to. It's this day, today, your graduation, that you will bring up in conversations many, many times throughout your life. You will think back about today and your high school years and wish you could go back. So if you're heading off to school like Thomas Brown, where's Thomas Brown? Thomas is going to Brown. Thomas Brown's going to Brown. Or Colin and Nathaniel. Where's Colin and Nathaniel? There you are. Colin and Nathaniel both decided to join the Air Force and serve our country. As a Navy veteran, I'm very proud and excited and hopeful for both of you. Maybe you're thinking of a career where you want to serve your community or have the ability to serve your community. Brianna, Andrew, Cody, Dylan, give me a hand. There you go. There you are. Thank you so much, and never forget where you come from. And contrary to popular belief, things don't always go as planned. Your first job might not be paying you 6 figures. You may not be able to move out on your own as quickly as you'd like. That shiny new car may have to wait. That very expensive school very far away may not have been the best fit for you. But rest assured that those here today will be there for you when you need them. If you decide to come back home and realize your dad has turned your room into a gym or a man cave, again, know this, I'm sure they'd rather have you there more than that new treadmill. Your successes in life shouldn't be measured by, your job, or how much money you make, or how many followers you have. Success in life is to be happy, be loved by your family and friends, and love them back. That's what success is. When times are tough, it's the people here today that will be there for you. So never forget them, never forget Westport, never forget you're a Wildcat. I'm sure I speak for everyone here. We wish you all the best. Have fun with your friends and families, and look out for each other. Congratulations, class of 2019. Thank you. Thank you. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our Salutatorian, Aaron Connors. Carney. I'm sorry, Carney. Sorry, Mary Beth.
Hi. So our class arrived at Westport High School as the last grade to go through 4 years at the middle school. Some of us left early, but some of us completed those 4 years. In these past 4 years, however, our administration has changed, the makeup of students has changed, and we ourselves have changed. We have all grown and evolved in our past 4 years of high school, and we learned something about ourselves and the world around us. Some of us have learned who we want to be or don't want to be, and some of us are still searching and still learning. Even if we think we know our goals and our future paths and know all the answers, it may change as we grow and learn and our perspectives change. Change is inevitable, but it's what creates beauty in the world. As we go on after high school, maybe to college, maybe not, we are now given the tasks to make these changes positive. We get to revolutionize the workforce and create our own expectations and goals that also may continue to change with time, but it is our time to create the change. It is our time to look at the world and decide how we are going to change it for the better. And now, as high school graduates and as adults, we have the ability to create our new future. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce Sydney Pacheco, the senior class president.
Oh, man. All right. Good morning, students, school board members, superintendent and staff, as well as all family members and friends. I would like to start off by saying that the answer is no. Today is not the day where our journey begins. This is where it continues, but in different directions. Let's take us back to September 2006, when we each walked into Alice A. Macomber School after we cried to our parents about getting on the bus and carrying our lunchboxes into the school we feared. Our little bodies didn't comprehend at the time that the girl coloring sitting next to you or the boy asking you to play on the playground was going to change your life. This was the first step in our journey as one. As time went on, friendships got closer, but our realization of their impact didn't increase. 4 more years after kindergarten, we were still blessed with recess, and our scholastic book fairs continued annually. Stepping into the middle school, we all were excited for the little bit more freedom of walking the halls without supervision and stepping up into the world. But it wasn't easy for the class of 2019 when we entered the middle school. Our lunches consisted of quickly getting our food and going into the library, and only having access to certain areas of the building. Our middle school experience was slightly altered. This was due to our PCB problem, but that didn't stop us. We still all went to our monthly dances in the gym. I remember taking an overload of pictures at these dances. I'm sure many of you do too. Still, looking back in the gym with the lights off, music blasting, and all of us having a good time, none of us thought it would come to an end. This PCB problem ended with our class being the last grade inside the middle school, and we all said our goodbyes as one, with a painted handprint on the wall throughout. We spent 720 days in a building together that won't be seen again. Friends we had known and been with for 8 years had dispersed to different schools, and only 95 students in the class of 2019 remained at Westport High School. This brought everyone closer together. Freshman year was full of excitement and something new, finding the people who we thought we would fit in with. Sophomore year was a steady year, and junior year, we were all dying with classes, wishing away our high school career. Then, without blinking, senior year began. Felt like yesterday we were singing the 12 Days of Christmas in the lunchroom, or spending every single break in Hannah's room forming a bond with a teacher that would last a lifetime. One thing I will not forget about Westport High School is the love, support, and close relationships I have formed with so many teachers and staff. You guys don't just care about our education, but as us as individuals and our overall well-being. You know who you are, and those have become family to me. As each sports team season ended, we began to realize our journey together was coming to an end. We waited all year for senior prom to come around. We came together and cried, once again realizing we would never have a moment like that one again. My dad had always said to my siblings and I that one day we would wake up and high school would be over. It has now come to that time. I have formed an everlasting relationship with each of you. You all have made an impact on my life. I just want to say that I am so proud of each and every one of you. Our futures are bright, and success is possible for every single one of us. I'm going to end this speech with the quote that I forever live by, as many of you know, and that is that everything happens for a reason. There is a reason we were all born in Westport, Massachusetts, in the same year and attended Westport High School together. There is a reason we went through the obstacles we did, and there is a reason we are all sitting here today. So in the future, and even tomorrow, you have to remember that what happens to you is happening for a reason. To have faith in yourself and where you are headed. Everything works out in the end, and if it hasn't, it's because it's not the end. So no, today is not the day our journey has begun. Today is the day it begins, but in different directions. I wish all of you success on your future endeavors. Persevere through the hard times, and remember, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. And now I would like to introduce class valedictorian Thomas Brown.
Good morning, and welcome all to celebrate the graduation of the class of 2019. It's been a long and wild experience, and I'm honored to be up here representing our class as valedictorian. For most of us, Westport is all we know. I have lived here my whole life and been through the school system, and I am truly proud of that. This place is a great one, and the experience here has been incomparable to any other. Westport usually gets talked down upon, but I can say with the utmost confidence that I would not have wanted to go to any place else. Education is what you make it. And if you come here without heart or conviction, then like anything else, nothing good will come about from it. But if you come here with a mentality of ambition and motivation, you will excel and succeed. I guarantee that. I guarantee that because Westport makes success very easily. The educational practices and personal bonds you form with the teachers are beyond any other. And while Westport may not have the best funding, the education here is priceless. Throughout the years, we all have grown and changed. We have been shaped by our experiences here at Westport and in our personal lives. This is what made us who we are. I can say that I am truly proud of where I am today, that I have no regrets, and that I'm excited for what's to come next. And I hope that all my classmates feel the same. In life, you make friends, you lose friends. You meet people, you fall out of touch with others. You grow and mature. But the education, the memories, and the experience here at Westport High is something you'll never forget. Thank you all for coming, and good luck and congratulations to the class of 2019. And now I would like to welcome Assistant Principal Ms. Archambault and Dean of Students Mr. Olivero. Thank you.
Good morning. Those were beautiful speeches. It's our honor and privilege to celebrate the students who are the top 10 in the class based on their GPAs. Each of these students is being acknowledged not only for their academic success, but they just really bring to Westport Junior Senior High School community what it means to be a Wildcat, and just as a well-rounded individual, we're really proud to know them. So the first recipient, number 1, obviously, is Mr. Thomas Brown, who will be attending Brown University. Number 2, Erin Carney, who will be going to UMass Amherst. Number 3, Maria Clara Raposo, will be going to Colgate University. Marissa Menard, who will be attending Rhode Island College. Hold that thought. Gabrielle Wilson will be attending Wentworth Institute of Technology. Kaylin Malloy, who will be going to UMass Amherst. Taya LaBelle, who will be attending UMass Dartmouth. Acadia Cass, who will be attending UMass Dartmouth also. Dylan DeGagny, who will be attending Bridgewater State University. And last but definitely not least is Logan DeRee, who will be going to Wentworth Institute of Technology. Congratulations to all of them. So I have the honor and privilege of getting to read the most part what you're all waiting for, is the actual diplomas. So Dr. Reese and Mr. Aho are going to go to the other side of the stage, so we can do some handshaking. So I just want to let parents know that O'Connor Studios is here, taking a photo of every handshake, just so which will be available afterwards, so you will not miss your photo opportunity. Okay. As is tradition, we're going to begin with the top 10 and the class officers. You guys ready? Thomas William Brown. Erin Elizabeth Carney. Maria Clara Raposa. Marissa Ashley Menard. Gabrielle Wilson. Kaylin Elizabeth Malloy. Taya Elizabeth LaBelle. Acadia Cass. Dylan Arthur DeGagny. Logan Clay DeRee. Sydney Pacheco, Class President. Sophie Lee Pollock, Class Treasurer. Sydney Grace Castle, Class Secretary. All right, so it begins. John Richard Almeida II. Dylan Xavier Amarin. Samantha Marie Arsenault. Molly Jean Audette. Hannah Marie August. Colin James Bagley. Tyler James Benoit. Talia Lillian Bergman. Jacob David Berthium. Michaela Marie Branco. Alicia Maria Brito Rodriguez. Nicholas Connor Cabral. Ryan Daniel Carter. Travis David Michael Carter. Bianca Alexis Cipriano. Kylie Natalie Colello. Toby Ethan De Silva. Whoops, I missed. Who did I miss? Cam DeVignan. Cam M. DeVignan. At least I know who he is. Now, Toby Ethan Da Silva. Okay. Looking up to make sure now. Angelica Julia Barbara DePina. Dawson Newton Dos Valles. Bailey Joseph Dumont. Alexander Dutra Africano. Marianella Dutra Africano. Lauren Olin. Ashley Marie Fay. Roberto Paul Ferreira. Brianna Furtado. Miranda Marie Goldison. Miles Sean Green Beaupre. Lexi Amber Jordan. Leah Mackenzie Jackson Cahalis. Caleb John Kennedy. Jacqueline Elizabeth Kennedy. Nicholas Sanford Kirby. Om Katadia. Lauren Taylor Lavoie. Zachary Tyler Lavoie. Jenna Louise LePage. Rachel Aldina Latender. Nicholas John Levesque. Allison Penny Manchester. Brendan Charles Martin. Christopher Michael Medeiros. Dylan Michael Medeiros. Getting them to scooch down, hold on. Henrique Fonseca Mello. Marissa Alexandra Mello. Logan Thomas Minahan. Elizabeth May Mulroy. Kevin An Nguyen. Kyle Robert O'Brien. Kayla Marie Pimentel. Cabot William Priestner. Emma Jean Prophet. Damian Michael Rigo. Jade Whitney Rodericks. Melena Retano Rodriguez. Nicholas Victor Roy Jr. Andrew Jacob Silva. John Jr. Orello Silva. Samantha Page Silvera. David Sylvia IV. Megan Elizabeth Simos. Cheyenne Jane Smeaton. Cody Stanley Smeaton. Dylan Nicholas Soares. David Fitzgerald Sullivan. Cameron Gary Tavares. Mackenzie Luann Finnerty Thatcher. Anthony Tran. Amber Morgan Valcourt. Graylin S. Vasconcelos. Alexis J. Valou. Bailey Elizabeth Wilkinson. Taya Isabel Wolf. Nicholas Cameron Yokel. Nathaniel David Young. We're going to scrunch him up again. Hold on. Having a lot of them is a very good thing. Okay. So at this time, I'd ask the principal, Mr. Aho, and Superintendent Dr. Reese are going to come forward and certify the graduates.
Dr. Reese, it is my privilege to present to you the class of 2019. They have fulfilled all their Westport High School requirements and are therefore ready for graduation.
By the powers vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the Westport Community Schools School Committee, I confer and hereby award these diplomas and certificates of completion to the class of 2019. Mr. King will lead you in changing your tassels.